A very good evening and welcome to this Sunday's edition of Newsfirst Weekend, coming to you live from our Newsfirst studios in Colombo. I'm Arundhati Mudanayaka. First, a look at the stories making headlines this evening.
Over 25,000 people affected by extreme weather. Street protests in Hambantota attacked. UNP supporters attacked in Kolonnawa and Haputale. National Freedom Front says priority will be given to their agenda. Change to the position of UPFA organizer for Kalani.
And now for the stories in detail. Day-to-day life in 5 districts has been severely hampered by flooding brought on by heavy rains. The Disaster Management Centre says more than 25,000 people have been affected by the inclement weather. The Navy says that it managed to rescue 180 people stranded by the floods today alone.
The heavy rains experienced over the past several days has severely affected the Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa, Puttlam, Mannar and Trincomalee districts. The Disaster Management Centre says that more than 14,000 people from these districts are being sheltered at 102 welfare camps. While the spill gates of 11 of the 12 main reservoirs in the Anuradhapura district have been opened, the spill gates of 72 of the 83 minor reservoirs have also been opened. Either side of the Anuradhapura sacred city was inundated as a result of the spill gates of the Nuvara being opened. Our reporter says this has prevented vehicles from entering the sacred city. Residents of the sacred city who were displaced by the floods are being sheltered at the Mahinda Model Primary School. About 100 acres of paddy land in the district have been damaged by the floods. While the Anuradhapura prison too is inundated, 320 inmates were transferred to the other prison today. In-house patients at the Anuradhapura Army Hospital, which is also flooded, have been transferred to the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital. The Open University campus in Anuradhapura was also inundated, prompting authorities to close the campus. Several homes in the North Chiagama, Anuradhapura too, have been inundated. Our reporter says 25 homes have been inundated in the Amagahapura area alone. The Kalaoya has broken its banks as a result of all the spill gates of the Rajangane reservoir being opened. 80 families who have been stranded as a result of the old Eluwankulume area being submerged were rescued by the Navy today.
The old Eluwankulume area has been completely inundated. We can see the manner in which the Navy and officers from the district secretariat have commenced rescue operations.
All 6 of the spill gates of the Nachiduva reservoir have been opened by 7 feet each. This led to several roads being submerged and also inundated the Valisingha Harishchandra Mahavidyalaya and Anuradhapura Central College. Residents of Timbirikadavala in Anuradhapura who were stranded by flood waters when the Malbatu Oya broke its banks were rescued by the police lifeguards unit and the fire and rescue service of the municipal council. The Kalattava area too was inundated as a result of the Kalattava reservoir spill gates being opened. The Polonnaruwa district had received the highest amount of rainfall in the 24 hours that ended at 8:30 a.m. last morning. Rainfall in the district was 209 millimeters. 15,077 people from 3,902 families in 88 Grama Nildari divisions in the district have been affected by the floods. The District Disaster Management Centre said that 5,586 people are being given shelter at 33 welfare centres. 263 families from 4 villages in Hinguragoda are being sheltered at the Galamuna Mahavidyalaya and the Damana Central College. 10 spill gates of the Parakram Samudra have been opened by 7 feet each. Several areas including Somavatiya, Sungavila, Palyagodalla, Manampita and Madragiriya were inundated as a result. Floods in the Gallala area hampered transportation on the Colombo-Batiklo main road. The spill gates of the Giritale, Kaudulla and Minnera reservoirs too have been opened. 200 families from the Galamuna area and Madragiriya are being sheltered at the Gal Amuna Mahavidyalaya. Villagers from a track-atta village are being sheltered at the Viharagama Raja Mahavihara in Madirigiriya. People from the villages of Akbopura, Alutwava and Senaratpura have also been directed to the Vihara as their villages were flooded. Several homes in the Gamaduwe area in Dambulla were inundated yesterday when the Mirisgonia Oya broke its banks. Meanwhile, a section of the bund of the Hirivaduna reservoir in Habarana had broken off, close to the spillway. About 250 acres of paddy fields have been inundated as a result. A house in Dunhinda, Badulla was destroyed when an earth embankment collapsed onto it. Our reporter says that no one was inside when the incident occurred. Transportation along the Badulla-Mahayangde main road was hampered by earth embankments which collapsed in the Timbrigaspitia area and near the Dunhinda bend. Meanwhile, President Mahinda Rajapaksa has instructed that relief work for people in the affected districts be carried out properly and systematically.
A street drama crew who were performing a street drama titled Viyaruwata Erehi Veediye Virodhaya was attacked yet again in the Hambantota town today. 3 persons who were injured in the incident are receiving treatment in hospital. The attack was launched when all preparations were made to present the play this morning in the Hambantota town. 2 actors from the drama team and the opposition leader of the Hambantota Municipal Council who were injured in the attack were admitted to the Hambantota and Matara hospitals.
Before we started our work, Mayor of Hambantota Eraj attacked us all, including Jayatilaka Bandara, with guns and knives. Mayor of Hambantota Eraj came with another group. He identified me and held a gun at me. Then he attacked me. His supporters attacked me continuously. It was an inhuman attack. Their attempt was to take me with them. When I was near the Hambantota bus stand, opposition leader of the Hambantota Municipal Council said that they are starting Veediye Virodhaya in the Hambantota town. Then, as for a joke, I asked whether he obtained the permission of the Municipal Council to show a drama as it is a normal procedure. Then he said there won't be any problem with the Municipal Council as I am there, and he said in 21 days there will be leaders in the area. Then I asked him whether he obtained the permission from police. Then he said he did. Then I told as a member of the Municipal Council he should be aware that he should have the permission of the council even though he has police permission. Then I asked him to show me the police permission and he asked me to come with him. There was a large group of outsiders. I don't know whether they were street drama actors or some other people. Then they made various statements. Then there was a large scuffle and people attacked the street drama actors. A group of thugs who came from outside tried to take political advantage out of the situation. I don't know what people did after I left the location.
Meanwhile, Deputy Leader of the United National Party, Sajith Premadasa, says that he vehemently condemns the attack on a group of unarmed artists who came to the Hambantota town. The Deputy Leader pointed out that incidents of this nature, which curtails the freedom of having alternative views, shows that the people's freedom of thought has been violated. Sajith Premadasa goes on to say that people are watching as to what steps the government is taking with regard to the culprits involved in this unpleasant incident, and it is the responsibility of the government to not leave room for incidents of this nature to be repeated. Meanwhile, police said that they have received complaints from both parties with regard to the said incident. The same street drama crew was attacked on a previous occasion as well. A group of persons who were pasting posters in Kolonnawa were attacked this morning. 2 persons who were injured in the incident were admitted to the Colombo National Hospital.
It was a white-coloured dolphin with number 57C, if I can remember right. One person got out of the vehicle and asked whose posters they were, and we said they were posters for Maitri Pala. As soon as I said that, he took out a T-56 firearm and a sword and started hitting the person next to me. Then we had to run away from there.
UNP Kolonnawa electorate organizer SM Marika expressed his views in this regard at a media briefing he held today.
Kolonnawa is filled with defenders at night. There are cabs and white vans. During the daytime, there are members of the STF roaming the area. Things like this never happened in Kolonava. A group of 12 to 15 unidentified persons who came to the Kotikawata junction in a white van early this morning had attacked a group who was pasting posters with weapons they had in their vehicles. Two were slashed with swords. Opposition leader of the Kotikawata Mulleriyawa Pradesh Sabha was followed by a car at around 11:30 last night. Thereafter, a white defender was parked near his house to observe his daily routine. I must state that they are slowly releasing a trend of violence. If someone is stating that the STF is roaming in this area, it is the truth. They are not only providing security for the election but also working towards preventing incidents that happened in the past. With the elections coming closer, certain groups may use those weapons. At the same time, there are reports that there are weapons in the area. We have carried out operations in the area and we have located weapons. We are hoping to put an end to this, and that is why the STF is in the area along with the police.
Meanwhile, no arrests have been made in connection to the attack launched on a UNP meeting at the Habutale Cultural Centre last afternoon. Police said that a local UNP politician was injured in the incident. Police added that investigations are being carried out into the incident. Meanwhile, a certain group had destroyed a UPFA office in the Milvittia area in Ahaliyagoda early this morning. Election hoardings set up opposite the house of a UPFA member of the Horana Urban Council had been vandalized with black oil by a certain group. President Mahinda Rajapaksa toured the Ua province today.
The President met with the area residents at a number of places in line with a meeting that was scheduled in Monragal this evening. The President also addressed a gathering at the Halyala public grounds.
මේ මැතිවරණය 9 වෙනිදාට දිනන එක ඊතරම් දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. මට ඕන දිනුමක් නෙවෙයි.
Winning the election on the 9th is not a big deal for me. I don't want a victory. I want a resounding victory. Now they have put out their manifesto. What does it say? You need not read that manifesto. You can simply read my budget. When you read it, you will see that 75% of it is the budget proposals, things that I have already allocated funds for. I made the public service stronger by increasing it from 700,000 to 1.5 billion. Now they are trying to destroy the public sector. This is the true story.
United National Party Pradesh Sabha member Ravi Ranmutugala and a group of UNP activists called on the President during the rally and pledged their support to him.
Meanwhile, the UPFA meeting in Monragala commenced this evening. These were some of the views expressed by UPFA representatives at the meeting.
I wonder whether they are living in Sri Lanka. On page 52, it is stated that all Civil Defence Force personnel will be made permanent and that all officers in the security forces will be treated as befitting their position. It says it will make Civil Defence Force personnel permanent. Civil Defence Force personnel are already permanent. They have been given pensions too. There is nothing left to do. These are people who run under a tree or an umbrella when there is rain. When it shines, they don't know where to turn. We wish to clearly state to you that all these people who are allegedly uniting for change will definitely put this country on the path to destruction through their change. It is only President Mahinda Rajapaksa who can forge ahead with this journey.
Presidential candidate Maithripala Sirisena says that as a leader who has identified the hardships of the people, he is committed to serve the people to the maximum. He made this pledge at a rally held in Digana yesterday.
Representatives of several political parties attended the rally held under the auspices of New Democratic Front presidential candidate Maithripala Sirisena in Digana, Kandy.
Today in this country, you know how many presidential residences have been established. There's a presidential residence in Fort. There's a presidential residence in Kandy. There's a presidential residence in Nuwara. There's a presidential residence in Anuradhapura. Never has a leader of this country allocated funds to build new presidential residences. Over the past 5 to 6 years, Mahinda Rajapaksa has spent billions on turning these into palaces of kings. This is your money. The people of this nation are going hungry. The youth do not have jobs, they do not have the means to live, but those in the royal family have palaces. That is the luxury that they have. They never looked into the situation faced by the ordinary man. As a politician who is grounded to this earth, as a politician who has taken to the streets with the ordinary man, I wish to clearly state to you that I will continue to live among you. For the first time in Sri Lanka's history, the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, the United National Party, the Democratic Party and all other parties are coming together to form a national government. We will form this government and prepare to get together to celebrate by eating kiribat. You have a duty to not be fearful of this thuggery. If there is a problem, we will not let go of it. Create a peaceful environment and allow the people to participate in a peaceful election.
Knowing that I would leave on the 8th, MP Namal Rajapaksa came to meet me and my mother on the 7th. He said that if I leave, they will definitely win the election and that Duminda Silva would go free on the 9th. I said, let him go free. He is already free, isn't he? Then my mother asked him, son, is it true that sells drugs? Then he said, I don't know, auntie, but maybe some of those around him are selling drugs without him being aware. The whole country knows who is selling the drugs, but the president's son does not know. Go around the country and look. Look around Kolanawa and all over Colombo. Innocent boys are lying on the streets after taking drugs. I wish to ask if the president's son was asleep all this time, since he does not know any of this. Meanwhile, speaking at a rally held in the Gallioe town yesterday, opposition representatives expressed these views.
When a party comes into power, it should work for all 20 million people in the country. At present, in order to receive things that ordinary people are entitled to anyway, you are being made to pledge allegiance to a colour or a party and become a campaigner for that party. In order to put your child into school, obtain a job, get some concrete for the road in the village or to get a bed in a hospital. You have been made to seek this as well as from politicians. Welfare should be established in the country so people automatically receive these things. That is where we must take this country. The system where you are being made to kneel before politicians to obtain simple necessities must be changed.
Deputy Leader of the UNP, Sajid Premadasa, says that the government is providing aid for foreign nations when the people of the country are facing many hardships. He made this remark at a meeting held yesterday in the Ranmududeva area in Suryawava.
It is with disappointment that we have to state that at a time where there are many problems faced by the public of this country, the government is providing aid to other countries with the money of the people of our country. There are foreign projects in Tanzania and Uganda. An international youth center is being constructed. Whose money is this? The money is from the country's reserves. They are constructing a new carpeted road spending billions of rupees in Maldives. Whose money is this? This money belongs to the public of our country. When the public is burdened by the drought, they answer saying, we have water, but we do not have bowsers.
Carpet marga. Koti prakoti ganan dollar raya kalla. Kaagi sallida. Apee rate janatawage sal. Habai apee rate janatawa niyengen පීඩා විඳිනකොට අනේ වතුර නම් තියනවා ජල බවුසර් නැහැ කියන උත්තරේ ලැබෙනවා.
The following observation was made at a media briefing convened by the UPFA today.
මේ සෑම සමීක්ෂණ වාර්තාවක් විසින්ම පුනපුනා මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ජනාධිපතිතුමාගේ ජයග්‍රහණය.
Every single survey has guaranteed the victory of President Mahinda Rajapaksa. They have guaranteed the defeat of the New Democratic Front presidential candidate. At every election, we have presented reports that are 99% accurate. According to this report, 55.76% of children who will be voting for the first time in the Colombo district are voting for President Mahinda Rajapaksa, while 36.44% are supporting Maithripala Sirisena. We have the results of 7 districts, so it is wrong to submit false information on such surveys.
මේ දිස්ත්‍රික්ක 7ක ප්‍රතිඵල තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා මේ සමීක්ෂණ පිළිබඳව ව්‍යාජ තොරතුරු ඉදිරිපත් කිරීම වැරද්දක්.
Speaking in Badalkumbura yesterday, opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe stated that the only achievement made in the past 5 years is a mounting debt burden on the people.
The United National Party organised this rally in Badalkumbura parallel to the opposition presidential campaign.
The country has not progressed over the past 5 years. Have you progressed? You have fallen into debt. There is no progress for the people. The people's problems were not resolved. Small enterprises are deep in debt today. Farmers and labourers have debt on their homes. The debt burden is increasing. Young men and women were anticipating good jobs. What jobs were they given? Mixing cement and building roads. Or they were made to pay and go abroad. Were any good factories built? The people are poor. The Rajapaksa regime is rich. They want to continue for another 5 years and increase their power and wealth to make the people poorer. I wish to say that we will resolve this through the 100-day program.
The following dialogue transpired at a media briefing convened by the National Freedom Front today.
Does Karuna Amman talk about dividing the country today? Is Karuna Amman with the diaspora? Karuna Amman and anyone else has the right to correct themselves. What happened in the past was wrong. I'm saying that a person who has made mistakes has the right to correct themselves. We say that if they are still trying to divide the country, they haven't corrected themselves. You have a right to punish them. They can be punished if any person lodges a complaint. You are a journalist. You can lodge a complaint. It is a responsibility of the people. As journalists who are responsible to the people, you cannot just say it. Through the media, say that Karuna Amman killed people at these specific locations. Race the incident. It is pointless to just say it. No, we work as a political movement and we give priority to the first item on our agenda. When we fulfill that, we will move on to the second item on our agenda. Our agenda is such. We cannot change our agenda midway just because of things people say.
UNP parliamentarian Sujiva Senasinghe challenged UPFA MP Namal Rajapaksa to an open debate on the election stage yesterday. Let's take a look at these views and more comments that are being made in the political arena.
For 17 years, my dear mothers and fathers, you lived with the political terror in the south. Those who speak of democracy today did not remember democracy back then. Many people speak of good governance, democracy and equality today. They have lied to and betrayed the leader of their own party, and now they speak of good governance.
I challenge Namal Rajapaksa to join me for a public debate on any channel. You can bring SP Dissanayake with you. You can bring Vimal Veeravansa with you. You can even bring Mahindananda if you wish. I, Sujiva Senasinghe, will come forward alone. I promise to the people that I will come and debate good governance, the law, democracy and the development of the country without any papers at all.
They are trying to show the younger sister called good governance and marry the elder sister called the 13th Amendment. On the 8th, we shall take up the duty of saying that this is not the day that we will let them steal the motherland that we won.
We do not have hateful politics. We do not need to sling mud at anyone. We do not lie about people and foster hatred. We have compassion towards people. We will initiate a compassionate governance.
one or two opportunists have left the party for positions. If Minister Maithripala had been given the position of Prime Minister, he would have said that there isn't a hero like the President, that there isn't a leader like the President. We in the Sri Lanka Freedom Party are not people who stab the leadership in the back for want of positions.
Sri Lanka Nidahas Pakshe api Tanaturu Nisa Paksheta Paksha Nayakatreta Pitipaseng Indala Piheng Anina Kandayamak Nerei Make Itihase Shaktimatma Devantavtama.
My friends, this is the strongest and greatest alliance in history. What is its purpose? The defeat of the Rajapaksa regime and the Rajapaksa family. This is not a proud father, my friends. This is a mafia which has stolen the people's taxes, destroyed the manufacturing economy and set up a casino economy.
We have a strong economy today which can move forward unhindered. The new generation can have hope today because of the opportunities created by this growing economy. Our country is on the path of unceasing economic development and is growing at about 7%.
They use Samurdhi beneficiaries in the country for their election machine. They want to protect poverty and not to eradicate it. The Rajapaksa regime created casino mudalalis. They created alcohol businessmen. They created madams of brothels. They did not create an economy for our country.
When the president comes here, everyone stands and fights among themselves to hold his hand. Why can't they hold our hands? Not a single person here holds my hand. When I was coming from there, I said, hold my hand. They come halfway and go to the other side.
There are rapists who celebrate after they have raped 100 women. There are those who boast about it. Did that party initiate disciplinary inquiries into them? No. They have not even been removed from the party. They still hold positions as chairman in that party. This is Mahinda Rajapaksa's regime.
Former Provincial Councillor Shalita Vijayasundara has been appointed the UPFA organizer for the Kalaniya electorate. Speaking at a rally held in Kalaniya today, Minister Mervyn Silva said that the position held by himself had been given to Shalita Vijayasundara on the instructions of the President.
I do not play at other people's homes. I took a decision. But at this time, on behalf of His Excellency the President, we must not create conflict and crisis. So I spoke to His Excellency the President and said, Sir, there is a proposal like this. He said, but you are the organizer. So I said, Sir, let's do this at this time. I said, let's appoint someone to this position instead of me. He said, okay, recommend a name. We both thought that Shalita Vijayasundara is a respected member of a respected family. He is the son of Minister Vijayasundara who was assassinated. I believe that I have been done an injustice. But as long as the great blood of Ruhuna flows in my veins, I will not cry.
Habai, utum Ruhune letika mage tibena turu, netin khandulu nohalimi dibi tibena turu. Mam andandene.
Etumage idrigamantat. I
will do whatever he needs and assist his future journey in every way. I did not ask for this because I wanted a position. His Excellency the President can make a decision at any time. He entrusted Birgama to me back then. I did not have a problem because in truth, we have lots of work to do even in our business. But as per his forceful appeal and under the guidance of the President, I will be committed to make this victory a resounding one.
The Colombo Cycling Challenge 2014, organised by the MTV-MBC Media Network together with the Diabetes Association of Sri Lanka, commenced at Independence Square, Colombo this morning.
The Colombo Cycling Challenge 2014 got underway today under the auspices of Mohan Barara, Chief Executive Officer of the Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited. A large crowd, including members of the senior management of the Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited, graced the occasion.
Diabetes, the silent killer, is overtaking Sri Lanka. And the biggest problem is people are not aware that they have diabetes. And by the time they get aware, it's already spread and it damages all the organs. The Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited has always been in the forefront of taking up issues which affect our dear countrymen and women. And there's no better way of highlighting it by involving all of you in an activity which by itself is the best protection against diabetes. Being active, being happy is the best way to ensure that the diabetes doesn't come in. And after that, of course, it's a disease once diagnosed can be managed. The Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited, along with its media, Newsfirst, all the channels, Sirasa, MTV, Shakti, is using this opportunity to bring out to the nation that this silent killer needs to be attacked on more than a war footing. So thank you very much for being here today. Have a safe ride and thank you for your contribution to increasing awareness about this disease in the country.
දෙවැඩියාව මර්ධනය කිරීමට නම් ව්‍යායාමය අත්‍යවශ්‍යයි.
Exercise is essential to eradicate diabetes. At the same time, we should have a good diet. We must have psychological well-being. If we have all three elements, we can lead a life free of diabetes. The parade, which commenced at Independence Square, followed the route to the Bambalpitiya Junction and then to the Kolpiti Junction via Gaul Road and back to Independence Square, passing the Vihara Mahadevi Park.
I'm all excited after a nice ride in an early morning, and this is wonderful. I think every Sri Lankan should take part in this cycling. If cycling can cure your illness, diabetes, which is on a rapid increase in Sri Lanka, that's what all of us should do, and it should not stop here. We should go on from Colombo to all the other towns and cities and into the entire Sri Lanka should be moved on, and people should participate. I'm asking all the young people who are there, be part of this and create awareness and then stay healthy. And we are MTV, MBC and Newsfirst. We are very proud that we have started such an initiative in Sri Lanka.
In business news this evening, official government statistics revealed that paddy production slid by 35% in the third quarter of this year in comparison with the same time frame last year.
The Department of Census and Statistics notes that the area of paddy fields cultivated in the Yalla season in 2014 was 26.8% less than the area cultivated in the 2013 Yalla season. Furthermore, the area of harvested paddy fields had also dipped by 30.3%. The department adds that the decline in the harvest in the main paddy growing districts of Ampara, Polonnaruwa, Anuradhapura, Batticaloa, Hambantota and Trincomalee contributed to the shortfall. This was brought on by the drought experienced in these areas in the first few months of the year. The heavy rainfall being experienced at present has also affected the paddy harvest.
And in sports news this evening, Col CC have won the Inter-Club Premier Limited Over tournament. Col CC defeated the defending champions SSC in the finals held today.
Winning the toss at the R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo today, SSC opted to field first. Banuku Rajapaksa top scored for Col CC with a well-played knock of 80 runs. Kusal Janit Pereira scored 55. Colts posted a total of 251 runs for the loss of 9 wickets in their 50 overs. Tisera Pereira picked up 5 wickets for 34 runs, while Binura Fernando ended with figures of 3 for 40. SSC's batsmen failed to put up a strong showing, with Danushka Gunathilaka scoring 40 runs and Thilina Kandambi scoring 34. SSC were bundled out for 195 runs, handing Colt CC a 56-run victory and the title of league champs. Colt CC captain Nuwan Kulasekara was the pick of the bowlers with figures of 4 for 30.
Up next is a look at the bitter truth.
The Salgado Stadium, the only public sports stadium in Anuradhapura, is governed by the Municipal Council. The stadium is used not only for cricket and football, but also for daily exercise. However, irregular construction has put a stop to all of that and rendered this sports stadium a barren ground. Since the ABC mixture for resurfacing roads has been strewn all around the ground, it is no longer suitable for sports. Why was such destruction wrought on the Salgado Stadium? It has been destroyed because of a political rally. Prior to the rally, they laid the ABC mixture all over the ground and destroyed it. Even the mayor of Anuradhapura, H.P. Somadasa, accepts that the ABC mixture was laid all over the ground prior to the rally. He says that this step was taken not only for the political rally. The mayor said that the ground had been muddied as a result of the public sports ground being built adjacent to this, and because motorcycles that were brought to be distributed to the people had been parked on the ground. He said the ABC mixture was used to resolve the problem. The mayor added that steps would be taken to allow the opposition to use the Salgado Stadium for rallies as well. The sports minister of the North Central Province, who is incidentally the chief minister as well, SM Ranjit Samarakon, says speedy steps will be taken to replant the grass and restore the field. He added that this task has been hindered by the heavy rains being experienced. He said discussions are underway with the Ministry of Sports to secure funding for the renovation. We do not approve of this being destroyed in this way for political motives. Close to 10 million has been spent on the destruction of the stadium. In order to renovate it, they are talking about another 10 million. Whose money is this? This is public property, public funds. I state at this moment that this wastage of public funds is a crime. Is it fair to spend public funds to repair the damage caused to a sports stadium which was used for a non-sport activity? Should funds allocated for the development of sport be used for political needs? Open for debate.
But that's a look at this Sunday's edition of News First Weekend. Thank you very much for joining us. Good night.